Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the S Perfect Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything except for politics. I am the trash man. I eat garbage. No, I'm just kidding. My name is Vinnie. I am the host of this episode. With me are Joey and Matt. Say hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
What's up?
Okay, so never fear. Simon Belmont is here. Anyway, so it's been a relatively slow week for us and stuff we want to talk about. So we're just going to continue off of what we were going off of last week. We're just going to talk about Splash Mountain some more. Let's start in with more Splash Mountain Princess and the Frog talk. So you guys said you've had your opinions change over the past week while thinking about this.
Kind of.
Matt, go first.
No, you go first.
I don't want to talk. Vinny, have your opinions changed?
No. One of you go.
Okay, I guess I'll go. Okay, so I think I've thought about it a lot more, and I've had more time to process it because last time we recorded the podcast, I believe it was the day it was announced.
It literally just happened, yeah.
It was, yeah.
So it was a lot of news. To some, it may seem like little news, but to Disney Parks fans, that's a big bomb right there. It's a big drop. And so Thursday, I was very mixed. I didn't know really how to process it, but over the weekend, I've had time to process it, think about it a lot more, and I'm more comfortable with the idea of it changing to Princess and the Frog. My problem still lies where, are they going to do it good? They better. And I'm still having a hard time picturing how they're going to do it because I've watched countless ride-throughs and it's just, I don't see where the whole story will be because there's just so much room, so much space. And the ride right now is just very complex with a lot of things going on. I just don't know how they're going to fit the story that they want to tell into this ride. So I think that kind of worries me in a way. But I am more excited for it. I think I feel more comfortable with it. I'm more ready. I understand that, Splash Mountain is based off a movie that was problematic. And I understand that. So I'm glad they're changing it for that reason. Am I going to miss Splash Mountain? Yes, but I understand that we have to change it. But yes, I'm more accepting of the Princess and the Frog over theme right now.
Like I've come to terms with it more. Like I'm really sad to see it go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, cool. So, Princess and the Frog is gonna be cool. I've thought that since it was announced, but I call bullshit. This has not been in the works for a year.
No, it hasn't.
There's no way. Something about it does not seem like it's been in works for a year. They gave us no details.
That's where the worry comes. It's like, yes, this is a great idea. Princess and the Frog is an amazing property. The movie's fantastic. Let's give it the respect it deserves, and let's not half-ass it. You got to give us details of how you're going to go about it, because right now I'm having a problem visualizing how they're going to tell this story. Yeah. I don't want them to half-ass it. One, because Splash Mountain is an amazing attraction. I don't want to see it kind of drop below the other rides in quality and all that. Two, like I said, Princess and the Frog is a fantastic property. I think it deserves top quality ride system. I think it deserves the best. So I don't want to half-ass it, and that's my worry right now.
The thing for me is, okay, you're gonna do this. Take your time. Take your sweet time with this. Do it right. Don't cheapen it. Don't rush it. If Splash Mountain needs to stay open for 3 more years, cool. Just make sure you take the time to get this right. Because you don't want to rush it for Princess and the Frog. It's a great film. It's a great property. It deserves a great ride. And Splash Mountain deserves a great, replacement. Like you said, it's a really good, beloved ride. So whatever you replace it with has to be at the same level or better. You can't replace it with crap. And my worry is this was this was drawn up a year ago, just the concept, but they finally enacted the plan on it now because of the current climate of how everything is online. I don't think they were planning on announcing this right now if it was in the works. And if they... I honestly, I think they should have held off. I think they should have held off announcing this till next D23 if this was truly a plan they were working on. Because I would have liked to see a full presentation, kind of like the style of Guardians that they showed us for the retheme of Tower of Terror, where they showed us a bunch of concept art. They gave us kind of the run-through of the story. They showed us some behind the scenes of them working on the art, and with all the Imagineers, like they showed us that. This, we have one piece of concept art, and Tiana's working on Mardi Gras. Something just there's not enough detail there. It just seems like a PR thing to get people to calm down about Splash Mountain. That's all I'm seeing from this. So I don't think this is far in development. This is a couple years away. But please just do it right. Just do it right. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, don't rush it. Just don't rush it, because you're going to end up hurting the ride, hurting the property, because you're going to rush it. And it's just, I don't know. My problem is Splash Mountain is such a beloved ride. I know it comes from a problematic movie. I just hope they do it right, because you look at Splash Mountain and it's just nostalgic and all that. And if they go about it wrong, they're just going to ruin everything, like ruin the whole ride system that's just so complex.
Yeah, what do you think about it, Vinny? How far away do you think this is?
Well, my opinions from everything have really just not been... They haven't really been changed that much. But yeah, you guys do raise the whole thing of how are they going to make the story work. And when I'm thinking about the set piece and the mountain itself, and I'm just like, I don't see how that really correlates with Princess and the Frog at all. I don't quite understand where they fit together. But like you guys said, all you really have to do is just hope that they do it right. They don't fuck it up somewhere, which they very likely won't, but it's just like, you never know.
Like,
I mean, yeah, there's a great team working on it. It sounds like. I mean, they have the person who worked on Runaway, whatever it's called, the Railway. And then you have the original creator of Splash Mountain, Tony Baxter, coming back. I don't know how big his role is going to be, but
I think it's just like a supervisor.
I mean, he's created some of the best Disney rides, most memorable. Some that come to mind are Big Thunder, Splash Mountain, obviously. There's another one it's not in my head right now, but he has a great history of making amazing attractions. So that's exciting that he's coming back somehow.
But like, what do you guys think? When do you think it's gonna hit? Like, when are we getting this attraction? Because I've listened to a bunch of different people's reactions to this and like their thoughts. Someone from the Disney Unplugged said they should just close Splash Mountain till the new one opens. I think that's ridiculous. There's no way they're gonna do that. They gotta give the fans an opportunity to ride this one last time. But I also think if they're just starting this, we're not gonna see it for a couple of years. So I'm gonna say like 2023, 24, maybe? Like, what do you guys think?
2023, 2024 seems about right.
I just don't know, like you said, how far they are into the process of developing this new retheming. That's kind of where I think the timeline lies, where if they're pretty far in, I mean, they can close at the end of the year. But it doesn't seem like they're too far in, so I feel like they're going to keep it open for another year or so. It's hard to tell, honestly, because they have to make sure, like, you know, attractions aren't getting over flooded. They have to make sure they have a balance between how many attractions are open, so the park is like has enough people throughout it. They don't want certain rides getting clogged up or anything. So it's hard to say where the time is.
And supposedly these rides take 2 to 6 years in concept to then finally be put into place. So if this thing's a year in, what can we expect? Is it going to be screens? Is it going to be animatronics? Because this ride is so heavy on animatronics. Do you just get rid of them? But then if you do that, there's a bunch of empty space. Like, you don't want an empty mountain. You gotta make it alive somehow. I know people are saying just reskin the animatronics, but these things are foxes and chickens and frogs. Like, I feel like it's gonna take a little bit to, like, reskin them, but, like, what do you reskin them to?
Yeah, that's difficult. The ride was built around having animatronics throughout because these animatronics are repurposed from America Sings. So the ride was built around having animatronics. Screens would just create a lot of dead space, and I personally don't think it'd look great. So I think there needs to be a good amount of animatronics. I wouldn't be opposed to screens throughout. I think certain spots it might look really good, but I think they should go heavy on the animatronics.
It needs a good mix. I like when they mix them correctly.
Yeah, I mean, Tokyo's the best example of that. You look at, I think it's Peter Pan over there, maybe Shanghai, I don't know, whatever one has it. And their use of screens and animatronics is just fantastic. And if we can implement that into this ride, I mean, it'd be golden. It'd be great.
I feel like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway does it right. But I don't know. I have an issue with the projection mapping technology. Something about it's just very uncanny to me, and I can't connect with it. Like when
you also got to think the railway was built with the idea of screens being heavily used within it. Splash Mountain was built with the idea of using all the animatronics they can. So will it work the same? I don't know. I have no idea. I would think maybe if they do it right, but who's to say?
And I know everyone's saying, oh, they should do Dr. Facilier when you're going up the mountain for the big drop. But, like, the more I've thought about it, the more I've watched ride-throughs of Disneyland and Disney World, I don't know how that fits story-wise. Like, Disneyland's such a fast attraction. Like, you go through one scene, two scene, drop, final scene, you're out. So they have to tell this story of them getting ready for Mardi Gras within, like, these 7 set pieces. Like, I don't know how they're gonna do it. And, like, how do you go from Dr. Facilier and Are You Ready to the boat scene and you're done? Like, something doesn't fit there. Like, everyone wants that, and I think that'd be amazing, but I don't think that fits at all. You know? Like, I know they're gonna do it right. I know they are. I just wish they gave us more details. Because I can't picture it. Like, I know they're gonna do it right. The theming fits, everything. It's just, I can't see how this ride's going to look. And that's what kind of bothers me about this. With Guardians, it was very easy. It's Tower of Terror, but with Guardians, is going to be a screen that they're going to use for the Guardians to be doing stuff while you're going up and down. And it works beautifully. But they also showed us that that's what was going to be taking place. Here, we have no idea. We have no idea. And I just don't know. I'm just, that's it. I don't know. I'm excited for it.
Because of the lack of information we have about it, it's impossible to get excited for it this early because we don't know shit.
That's why I don't get how people. Yeah. I'm glad a lot of people are excited about it, but I don't get how you can be. There was nothing revealed other than it's coming. Like, show us something. Show us an animatronic. Show us an animation you're gonna play. Tell us if there's gonna be if you're gonna just gut it, or you're gonna do a bunch of new animations with And it sounds like the voice actors are coming back, so that's good. But I think the big question, are animatronics going to be in this? That's just the big thing. Tell us kind of how the story's going to go, and that's all we need to know.
Yeah.
It's all we need to know. And then once you tell me that, I'll be fully on board with this.
Yeah.
Because I'm still sad. I'm still sad about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ride that we all grew up with, though. Of course, we're going to be kind of upset because there's just that nostalgic, that those memories that we have for the ride. I think that's why a lot of people are upset, because they had a connection to this ride somehow, whether it was like a great moment or something like that. But going back to what you said about how long it might take, Incredicoaster took about a year, right? Am I right on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And that's a very simple overlay. I know the queue got like a lot done, but if you think about the ride itself, Screamin' to Incredicoaster was very simple. I mean, there's not much done to the ride itself, just a few little things added. This is a whole 10-minute ride that needs to be changed.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take more than a year if they want to do it right. If they don't rush it, it's gonna take more than a year.
That's the thing. How long? When are we getting this? Because they even said they're like more news to come later. When's later? Because what if we don't hear about this at the next D23? What if we hear about it in 3 years? I don't know.
I don't know. Disney has a lot on their plate right now when it comes to construction. I mean,
yeah.
I know they've talked about, or I don't even know if they came out and talked about it, but there's been speculation about Tomorrowland that I think needs a huge refurb. You got Avengers Campus and Disneyland California Adventure. There's a lot that needs to be worked on.
There is, yeah. I kind of want to see California Adventure get a little love. Like, I know we're getting Avengers Campus, but can we get some more love over there? Like, can they give the River Rapids a theme? Because I feel like that's easy, right? It's a River Rapids ride. Okay. What about this? What IP would you want to see on that Grizzly River Run ride? If they were to put an IP on it, what would you want to see?
You can't see me, but I'm raising my hand.
Yes.
Since it already coincides with it, just chuck Brother Bear at it. Find a fault. Oh, what's that? You can't? Bingo.
I was going to say Emperor's New Groove would be cool.
That would be awesome.
That would be really cool. But
I feel like because the Brother Bear used to be the challenge show before it became the Wilderness Explorers thing. I feel like, and considering it's kind of themed after the bears to begin with, it kind of just makes sense.
It does. I can't think of any other Disney property that's not straight up Disney that could take that spot.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, just add some fucking animals to the ride.
That's all I want.
That's all they can, like, that's all they really have to do.
Disney nature movies if y'all want to. I don't understand why you would want to do that. Just
they have National Geographic now.
Throw Phil Collins in there somewhere. I don't know. It just seems weird.
I like the ride. Like, I know at Knott's Berry Farm, they have, like, a theme to their River Rapids. Like, there's actual animatronics and stuff on theirs.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What if they took the animatronics from Splash Mountain and put them on the Grizzly River Run?
I would laugh very hard.
What if that's where the statue goes of them? The Brer Bear, Rabbit, and Fox.
Like in front of the shop where the bear decked out in all the rafting gear is.
Yeah, or if it's like in the Rapids ride, like chilling somewhere. I'd be fine with that.
Die laughing.
I'd be like,
at the amount of people who would be pissed about it.
I'd be like, oh, there it is.
Oh, that's cool.
I can't think of another property that can go on there.
No.
Like, I'm thinking of all... Because I'm like, okay, California Adventure is very Pixar and Marvel. That's what they plan with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what could they slap there? No, they can't even do Up. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's like I was thinking like Fox and Hound, but no. Like that's the only one that comes to mind because nothing there works. Nothing there works. Except Brother Bear.
Do you guys think that area is gonna get like hit one day? Like,
no.
At some point, like say in 15 years,
Oh,
they announce something is going to be replacing that entire area.
Maybe. I mean, but they just redid it 2 years ago.
That's true. They did like facelift that area a while ago.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think right now, California Adventure is just their main focus is building Marvel Land and really trying to do something with the backlot, maybe? I don't know.
Muppets Land.
I want the Muppet Show back, but that's a discussion for another episode of the podcast that's already happened. So, I mean, I really shouldn't say more on it, mainly because we've just talked about it so far.
Yeah. Like with the backlot. Okay, what could they do with the backlot? Because there's rumors that that whole place is going to be redone.
Can they keep the animation building? Please. Please.
I hope they do. I like that.
I like the animation building.
But like, I guess what they could do, I think I said it last episode, just take Avengers Campus and just fold it in there. And just kind of slowly take over. Slowly. Just take over the backlot. But it's like, what else could you do back there?
Not a lot.
No.
Because I know for a while, like last year, we were speculating, oh, maybe Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will go where Monsters, Inc. is. But no, it's going to ToonTown. Which makes sense, but we also thought ToonTown was going away. So...
that would have been the ideal situation, man.
Yeah, exactly. I still wish it would.
I'm still on that hashtag bulldoze ToonTown game kick, so... That's just me.
No, I'm with you on that one.
I got a message from one of my old friends from high school after the first episode we talked about this went up, and he was like, "Oh man, I really like ToonTown." I'm like, "I don't give a shit what you like, bro." ToonTown.
Like, I like ToonTown too, but it needs something to it.
What's back there?
Nothing.
Exactly. Nothing.
You know, it'd be nice. I know
we've kiddie roller coaster in the most overrated ride in any Disney park ever. I will take that to my that is a hill I will die on. All you Roger Rabbit fanatics, I feel shafted. That ride sucks.
Vinny's attacking you guys.
That ride is bad, and you should feel angry. You should be angry at Disney for shafting you like this. Okay, we can move on.
You know what I think would be cool is right now when you get to ToonTown, there's nowhere to go. You have to walk all the way back through Fantasyland to the Big Thunder Trail. I feel like that's a far walk. Like, to get anywhere. That's why no one goes to ToonTown. It's not... Who the hell wants to walk all the way back there just for Mickey Mouse?
Yes.
Unless you have a kid. If you have a kid,
I was literally
you want
about
a picture
to say
of Mickey.
Children, and that's about it.
But like, if they did
it's a good starting point for the Disney marathons, that's for sure.
If they did the new Fantasyland, think if they opened up the area, got rid of the theater, and went around Casey Jr., and you could walk around and then go to Big Thunder Trail. It kind of opens up that area, so it's not just hey, dead end,
space
turn
for
around.
Beauty and the Beast rides.
Dude, I've been pushing for so much like Fantasyland expansions, or I'm about to make a fucking video about what the fuck they should do. They watch my video and do it because I feel like it's so easy to add a Beauty and the Beast attraction, Tangled, a Frozen if they wanted to, but they're just wasting.
No, we cannot with Frozen.
I know, but I'd rather have a Frozen ride than Toontown.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying.
Yeah, so
I'd rather literally just have an empty fucking field than Toontown. Like, the characters do meet and greets at the front of the park anyway. Literally, what is the point? Mickey's in both parks. And everyone's out the front of the place by the fire station or by the whatever the fuck, the Emporium or everywhere else. What is the point? Please, in the comment section, if you're watching this on YouTube, tell me what the point of Toontown is.
It's for you to meet Mickey.
Fucking, like I said, this fool is in the front of the park and he's in goddamn Buena Vista Street. I could go to one of those places if I want to meet Mickey Mouse, okay? And bonus points for California Adventure because I get to meet Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and I did. I met Oswald and I smiled the most genuine smile of that trip when I took my picture with him.
Yeah.
So literally, the point is non-existent in my head.
I mean, they just solidified it though by putting Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway back there. So
it's gonna stay for at least as long as that ride's gonna be around.
Which will be a while. Like, I don't know why they would put it there. Just put it in the back lot. But I guess maybe there's not enough room for it. Maybe it's a big ride. Maybe it's huge.
They said there wasn't enough room for PhilharMagic in the Muppet Vision Theater, but they did that anyway, so. What's the excuse? I can't find one either.
Now, what about...
In case you can't fucking tell, I hate Toontown.
What about a retheme of Big Thunder? What could they retheme that to?
Home on the Range. I said that in the last episode.
Yeah.
Lone Ranger. There we go. The failed live-action film with Johnny Depp.
You're trying to tell me that you'd rather see the live-action Lone Ranger than Home on the Range? You are lying to yourself.
God, Disney doesn't have many cowboy movies or like westerns.
Really don't.
Let's theme it to Toy Story 3, the opening of Toy Story 3.
No.
We need more Toy Story in the park, guys, right?
No. We
More
already
Toy
have
Story.
We already have the ride that induces the most physical pain of all time. We don't need any more Toy Story representation. The two rides they have are fine. Even though they're both, in theory, the same exact thing.
I can't think of anything else. I can't think of any other IP that could take over.
Okay, instead of talking about
the range.
Instead of talking about a ride that doesn't need anything, let's talk about fucking Jungle Cruise. I think that ride needs a huge makeover. I don't care what anyone says. The only thing that's holding that ride together is the commentary from the cast members.
The backside of what?
Okay, and that. Otherwise,
forget the backside of water, sir.
True that.
Literally, the only changes I would want to see in Jungle Cruise are just like swapping out the animatronics for newer, more sophisticated ones. That's literally it.
There needs to be a little bit more, in my opinion. It just needs more animals throughout. Just
I mean,
if
y'all want to take out the whole Indian tribal shit, you can go ahead and do it. I for one am still gonna miss them translating it to being the hokey pokey, but that's just me.
Yeah.
No, I know The Rock, when he was signed on to the Jungle Cruise movie, he said in his Twitter post or Instagram, whatever, that he was going to be working with Disney on helping reimagine the Jungle Cruise ride for all Disney parks.
They still need to keep the skippers though. That's for sure.
So it's like, okay, what do you do? I think that's the thing. What are they gonna do? I like your idea. Add more animatronics, update them a bit, give the ride more life, because it's kind of dead in most of the areas.
It's
like, hey,
it's the
look,
commentary
bamboo.
that. Oh, I was just gonna say it's the commentary that really holds it together.
It is.
Add the Rock in. I don't care if they add the Rock in the ride. I'd love that.
We got Johnny Depp on Pirates, so.
Nah, nah, nah. I mean,
what if they replace the people on the pole with
punching
the Rock?
You can have the Rock trying to fight the rhinoceros that's chasing the dudes up the tree. Just have them there in a fighting stance. Don't even have them like punch at it. Just like, because then you'll have PETA on your ass.
I saw someone on Twitter recommend, they're like, okay, listen, what if they just put in a giant ass rock in the ride and they go, ladies and gentlemen, the Rock.
It's the Rock.
And it's just there.
I would die.
I think that'd be great. Just,
that would be
just a little
funny.
jab.
I'm not gonna lie. If there was a position that I could hold in a Disney park, I would want to be a skipper on the Jungle Cruise.
You could do it. I think you could do it.
I already have my ace in the hole line, scaring off the hippos. I'm gonna scare off these hippos just like I did my last relationship. I love you. I stole that one from Vine. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's good. It's damn effective.
Honestly, if they add the Rock to the ride, I wouldn't be upset. But I guess it all depends on how the movie does first. Because if the movie flops, they won't add it. Because I know in the Haunted Mansion they're gonna add Eddie Murphy
stuff.
Yeah, but obviously
that movie sucked. So
yeah,
they didn't do that.
Wait, they really were?
Yeah, very similarly how they did Pirates.
That's interesting.
But the movie sucked, so.
Now, okay, do you think if I know it's kind of jumping ahead, but do you think if the new Pirates series that they're gonna do with Margot Robbie does well, do you think they're gonna add her to the ride too? Like, do you think they'll add Red throughout the ride a little bit more if she's playing Red? Because I feel like that's who she'll be.
Gone through a lot, so I kind of hope not. But if they're gonna do it, cool, I guess.
I mean, say the movies are actually really good. I'd be down. Like, if the movies are top quality, everyone likes them. Sure, go ahead. Add her in, kind of like how you did Jack Sparrow. Tweak it a little bit. Add her in certain places. Maybe replace some of the Jack Sparrow animatronics with her, so you kind of have them spread out both throughout the ride. I don't know. I know they could do something with it, but it'd be cool.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I mean, Pirates gone through a lot of changing throughout the time, and that'd probably be a nice one.
I feel like Pirates has the most changes out of any ride at the park.
Yeah, I remember it used to not be based on like anything, and now it's based on the movies like crazy.
Well, I mean, the movies are based on it, but then it kind of took from that and mixed it in. And I mean, it's kind of like this nice little mishmash of like park original plus movie inspiration. And then if this new series or movie is happening with Margot Robbie, like, that'll be cool if they tie that in, if it does well. Now, I think this Jungle Cruise thing they're doing with The Rock, I'm glad they have someone else sitting in on it. I think The Rock's a big Disney fan too, so I trust him with it. Like, at least a Disney fan, like, helping out the Imagineers, like, try and rethink the ride and, like, okay, what do we do here? What do we do there? But it's like, I don't know what to expect, and I'm excited because all he says, they're gonna help, like, reimagine the ride. It's like, okay, cool. It needs love. It really does.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll add stuff to the queue. Maybe the queue will get an overhaul too, so it's a little bit more interactive rather than just a hut where you're just chilling for an hour.
Going up and down stairs.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't fixed with like all those stairs that they have in there. I
In
guess.
all honesty, I'm gonna say this. I have a rule of thumb for myself to never wait in line for Jungle Cruise if I have to go upstairs.
Oh, same. I won't go
Like
on if I have to go upstairs.
if I see people on the upper level, I'm like, yeah, no. I like the Jungle Cruise, but not that much. It especially sucks when you do it when you're with the big group because everyone else wants to do it, and you go and your skipper's ass. I've had that happen.
I feel like the skippers are always just hit or miss.
Legit, I was one-upping my skipper the whole time on one ride, and I'm just like, dude, it ain't my job. It ain't my fault. You're not funny.
Oh
I didn't
God.
I didn't say that, but it's just like, dude, it wasn't. I remember because somebody pulled me aside and was like, you were one-upping the skipper the whole time, and I literally just told him like, it's not my fault he wasn't funny. Like,
damn.
Suck it, skipper. I am funnier than you, bitch.
You know, it'd be cool for the Jungle Cruise if they did their like original concept. I know it's like basically impossible to do now, but there was like I believe the original concept was to have Indiana Jones and Jungle Cruise to have like a tie-in where it's like kind of like how Splash Mountain you see the train go by. I think Jungle Cruise was supposed to be within Indiana Jones originally.
That'd be cool.
I think it'd be
that would be kind of awesome.
It would be. I think it's impossible at this point, but if they could do it, fucking do it.
That would be kind of cool, yeah.
They could add some Indiana Jones stuff right by the ride. Because there's like a little... It's like empty area next to Indiana Jones. So like, think of adding like... I don't know what they could do. Maybe he has his campsite there or something.
Big snake or something.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Why not?
Precisely.
It's right there. Maybe have some parrots chilling around. Because, I mean, Tiki Room's right there, too. So, where the hell did they come from? I know they're going to do it well. And I know they're going to do Splash Mountain well, too. It's just... I need to know. I know we'll find out about it more next year, probably. About all these projects. One thing I wanted to bring up is supposedly, this is a rumor, Galaxy's Edge is going to be overhauled in 2 years.
Already?
What
the cock?
They're gonna change the time period it takes place in.
What?
Right?
I'm confused.
I don't know. I've never heard of this. This is news to my ear.
Shit. I kind of hope this is just a rumor and that it's baseless, because that's fucking stupid.
Like, I don't know what they do. Like, where would you jump to? Oh, what the? Is this the concept art?
Yeah, you can see to the right the boat, and then you can see the car on the left, and they're supposed to be tied in. This is very complex and very...
Yo! That's nuts.
Was there supposed to be a roller coaster, too?
This was, okay, so for those of you who can't see, this is concept art that Matt was talking about, that shows that what Matt was talking about, how Indiana Jones and the Jungle Cruise used to be intertwined. This is fucking nuts.
God, like, this would be great.
That would be really cool. Impossible, yes, but really fucking cool.
It looks like there's a roller coaster going through the center of it at the same time, right?
Yeah. Dude, there's so much going on. I think George Lucas kind of had like a hand in the story, so I could see why George Lucas would want to go crazy with it.
I would want to go on that.
I would too.
Man.
Oh, I love it. Sucks we'll never see it, but I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I hope they tie in Indiana Jones a bit, but yeah, I don't know. Like, are they gonna... It's so hard because they just installed Rise of the Resistance, which has Kylo Ren, and spoiler alert, if you have not seen Last Jedi, he fucking dies. Or, Rise of Skywalker, he fucking dies. Like, what do you do? my guess is maybe they'll go back a bit. Maybe make it take place after Force Awakens instead of Last Jedi.
I just don't think you make it canon at all. I think that was a mistake from the beginning, trying to tie it into the story. I think it should just be like a legacy land where it's like you could see Darth Vader on one side and then Kylo Ren on the other, and Luke and Rey, all intertwined within the.
I would pay to see Kylo Ren and Darth Vader just fucking rock paper scissors each other for like 30 minutes straight. I would pay legitimate money to see that. It's like, suck it, old man. Well, obviously not like that, but just okay, maybe a little bit like that. But I don't know. That's just a me thing. Also, I need to go there and build a lightsaber.
Yes.
Yes.
I need to do that.
That's my plan for the next time we go.
Woohoo!
Oh my god.
Use Chris as an excuse to go down. Visit him.
Hey Chris, we want to visit you.
We're gonna come visit you.
Hey, look, Disneyland's right there. Let's go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe that's gonna be the idea. Is maybe this overhaul's gonna make it not canon.
That would be 10 out of 10 if they didn't do that. If they did that, made it not canon. Obviously, I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore.
I think the idea of it being canon is just weird.
I think it's stupid, in my opinion. I just think it's like, why are we trying to relate it to the story? And it's like, by the time it came out, the last chapter was coming out, so it made very little sense as is. I'm like, what? I don't know. Just make it like Fantasyland. You can see every character there, even if their stories don't coincide. You know?
Yeah. Just give us a mishmash, and I'd love it.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be cool. Meeting Obi-Wan and Anakin. I want that. Can we have that?
I want just a bitter stare down. Just like they're looking at each other narrow eyes the whole time, just like totally like they know what happened, but it's just like
I think
they still have animosity.
The thing I want the most from Galaxy's Edge, if they don't want to overhaul it and kind of make it non-canon, give us a Hall of Heroes where you can meet old characters. Like
like they did in Inventions?
Yeah. Just do it. Give us a little place where we can meet all the like characters of Star Wars history. Have it kind of like the Princess Fantasy Fair where you have a couple different characters each day.
You obviously gotta have Jar Jar Binks in there somewhere.
Yes.
Yes.
As much as you hate to admit it, you need to have him in there.
Misa like this idea.
Misa doesn't give a fuck what you think, Jar Jar. but he needs to be in there, because whether or not you like him or hate him, you gotta admit he's kind of iconic for all the wrong reasons. Or the right reasons, depending on who you ask.
And you know what they could do? They can have different times when different characters come. So for one instance, you can have prequel characters come at noon, and then OG characters come at like 2:00 and walk around. You know?
Yeah.
You don't even have to have them come at the same time. And the Millennium Falcon ride, Smuggler's Run, is that what it's called?
Millennial Falcon ride.
I
heard you say Millennial Falcon, and I'm just.
Oh no, Millennium Falcon ride.
Can we not?
I like how Matt's the biggest Star Wars fan, and he just said.
Did I?
I don't know if you did.
I don't know, but I don't think that ride has any. Like, I know it takes place in the sequels, but it's like, does it have like characters from the or sequels in them? I don't think so, other than Chewie.
I haven't been on it yet, so I can't answer your question.
Yeah, I don't ever think it says like Rey
it's
or
just Chewie.
Yeah, it's
My
like
only issue with going on that ride is I'm afraid I'm gonna get really into it, and there's gonna be a child in there that I don't realize, and I'm gonna yell at one of you like, "Press the fucking button!" I'm afraid I'm gonna do that, and there's gonna be like a 6-year-old and their really overprotective mother in there. I'm about to get yelled at like crazy. That's the only problem that I have with it. Other than that, I want to go on it.
My thing is, should I feel bad when I take the pilot spot in front of like a little kid, where it's like, "Oh, you're the pilot.
No.
Is it bad that okay? Because there was an instance where it's like I had to pilot, and then there was like a group, like a family behind us. I'm like, but I've never piloted before, so I kind of want to be the pilot. I would offer.
You got the role.
Yeah.
It's literally if I could steal a line from the aforementioned Rock, know your role and shut your mouth. So if it's not his role, he needs to know his role and shut his mouth. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. So shut the hell up is what I'm trying to say.
Millennium Falcon really needs a overhaul. It needs more missions. I think that's the thing. It needs missions. Every time you go on it, there should be a new mission you're going on.
Yeah.
Give us
like Star Tours.
Yeah, give us 4 different missions. You can go get the coaxium. One, maybe you're rescuing someone. And I don't know, maybe 2 other missions where you're going after something. Or you have to get plans for something. I mean, just make it more immersive, because I'm tired of getting coaxium. I've only been on it twice. 3 times. I don't know how many. I
mean, the land itself is very immersive. You walk around and you feel like you're on a Star Wars planet. Yeah, it's like you feel like you're on some type of planet. It's just it being canon just doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah. I gotta say it. When people go the God, what place is it where you can buy the lightsabers? Like the legendary lightsabers of
Doc Ondars, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Doc Ondars. When you go in there, people go, I'll get the Anakin lightsaber, and they go, don't you mean Rey's? And everyone's like, no. Anakin's, please.
I want Anakin's lightsaber.
I saw they tried calling it the Skywalker. It's like, no. Luke has his. Rey has hers. Anakin has his.
I want that one. Now, if you question me again, I'm about to go crazy. So let me have the Anakin's lightsaber, please, and thank you. You stupid bitch.
Man, Rey really tried to steal everything from the Skywalkers. He stole their lightsabers, their last name.
I love the meme of like Anakin escapes Tatooine, goes, lives his whole life, dies, and then his lightsaber is then buried in sand by Rey at the end of the film.
That makes sense.
I think someone like drew a little comic, and it just shows Anakin screaming in pain of seeing his lightsaber being buried in sand. Okay, if Splash Mountain is coming out and it's happening, this whole retheme, when's this happening? And what does that mean for Tomorrowland? And like, what else is happening? Like, when's Tomorrowland getting started on? Because my issue, like I said, is that, okay, they need to get Splash Mountain done first because they announced it already. But I feel like Tomorrowland should take priority just because people have been wanting that for so long. And if you're going to do that, you need a big, like, attraction that can keep people in. And, like, a lot of people cycle through that ride every hour. So that's a good attraction to have open while a whole land is closed. Because if we're going to lose Buzz, Star Tours, Space Mountain, Autopia, and Nemo, that's 5 rides. Oh, and the rocket thing.
The Astro Orbiter, and don't forget, quite possibly also the monorail and the railroad.
Oh shit! What do you?
That's a lot to lose.
What? Oh shit! Yeah, the railroad would go down.
The railroad's gonna have to go down.
Yeah, shit. They demolished everything.
Would have to go down too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I wonder if they do it in sections.
That would probably be it.
I'd say if they're
like,
going, I don't know. Like, how would they
I
do
don't
it?
know. I mean, I feel like they'd have to leave Space Mountain up and have some type of like second entrance to get there
Hmm.
because, like you guys said, that's taking down many attractions.
One of the most popular rides. You can't really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't.
And how many people are gonna look and see Space Mountain out front that Space Mountain is closed, and how many are gonna just turn around and walk away? Probably more than you would think.
I'd say if they're gonna start, I could see them starting with Autopia and the subs. And knocking those out first. Because that's a lot of land. And once they do that, they can kind of start working on whatever's there. Do that first. Give us whatever that is. Build that. And then take out Space Mountain interventions and all that. Because then you kind of give full access to the park still. But I don't know, like, if they're gonna bulldoze Autopia, like, that's a lot of land, and doesn't the monorail go right over it?
It does.
So monorail would be closed for that, I feel. Maybe? If they have to reroute it. Dude, if they have to reroute the monorail, that's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing's, like, perfectly laid out the way it is. So, okay, how are we going to reroute this? God,
Yes.
Tomorrowland's just a pain.
It was built in, like, the dumbest possible way.
Everything's on top of each other. And
yeah,
it was to create this synergy of, like, everything moving. But then that's the thing, you want to take out one thing, shit, everything else is on top of it.
Like, oh god, just like it's kind of like Jenga. You take out one of the pieces and everything just falls in. Except there's no being careful. It's Jenga with two blocks to knock out instead of 3. So something is gonna fall.
What do you think the first ride would be to close down for Tomorrowland? I'd say subs.
I'd say
Probably.
subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
So, you know what? I'm rethinking this. Splash Mountain's going to open first. They're going to then go through, and once that's done, they're going to go and take out the subs and Autopia. And they'll do whatever they want to there first.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll do the rest of Tomorrowland.
Yeah. I wonder if they even have an idea.
I think they've been
Probably
working
not.
on this for a while.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably going to come up with something great, but...
Can this idea involve getting rid of the goddamn people mover track, please?
Dude, that thing is through every attraction.
It is just in the way. Just imagine how much more open the main walkway would be if it wasn't there. They removed the benches that were underneath it, and it's so much more open now. Just imagine the rest of it not there.
Yeah. God, that's...
like, would be awesome.
That's gonna be so weird, like, once that's gone. To, like, finally be able to walk through Tomorrowland where it doesn't feel like there's a ceiling. You know?
Yeah, I get it.
But I mean, if they're doing IPs, what IPs could we see? Are they gonna go
I already
space?
know what you're gonna say, and honestly, I'm with you on it at this point.
Stitch.
Big Stitch time.
Big Stitch time. It's a Stitch land, boys. Nothing else but
I didn't
Stitch.
say Stitch land. I said he was gonna get represented.
Stitch needs some love.
Okay, let me ask you a question. In what attraction, having its current like layout and theme, would you rather have it at? Would you rather have it at Astro Blasters, where it's kind of a shooter, or would you rather have it at Star Tours, where it's a simulated
A whole
ride?
bunch of Stitch themed adventures.
If it was my choice, I would rather have Star Tours.
Okay.
With a couple different, like, rides. Like,
Lilo and Stitch related situations.
because it'd be cool if you're, like, in the Galactic Federation and you're getting on like a cruise, and boom, Stitch takes over your ship, and you're gonna go for a ride. And you're being chased, and you're going through space, and you're fighting, and then you go to Earth, and it's kind of like soaring over the world, but with Stitch. And
which makes it twice as good.
And then you crash in Disneyland, and then boom. Ta-da.
It be big done. You should crash into the building where Star Tours is. Yeah. So it's like halfway real.
Because at Disney World on Stitch's Great Escape, rest in peace.
Big rip.
At the end, like, you see Stitch escape to Disney World, and he's like on the castle and shit. And I always thought that was cool. So it'd be cool if at Disneyland he crashes into Disneyland and escapes into the park. I like that. Give us that. It's a quick retheme too. They don't even have to destroy the building. Just retheme it to Stitch. I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with the Stitch retheme of Star Tours.
In terms of other IPs, there could be. What else would there be?
That's the thing is, like, if everything's going to be IP based, so what are we gonna get?
Big Hero 6?
Yeah? I'd love to see it. In Tokyo, they're not doing... Or Shanghai, like, it's just like a little, it's Mater's ride, but with Baymax.
But hey, that ride is great, so...
But if we could get something better that kind of fits Big Hero 6 and being a superhero, that'd be awesome. Give us that.
What about if it was like an easy like reskin of Buzz Lightyear where you're like learning how, like all the gear, like learning how to use the blaster and then blasting objects or whatnot.
I think Buzz Lightyear needs to go. They
I
need
do
to gut
too.
that. I think we're gonna have too many blasters with Spider-Man and then Midway Mania.
That's true.
Yeah.
So at that, can I formally request that we bring back the extraterrestrial, please? Because I want to experience that. And
they own Alien now, so
it's literally a match made in heaven. Give me that ride with the xenomorph Plox. It's too scary for the kiddies. I understand that, but screw the kiddies is what I'm saying. So
I think the thing is, do you go space theme or do you go sci-fi? Like, more like technology. Because Space Mountain, so you think space, but it's also kind of technology. So it's like, okay, what do you do? Because people want a cohesive theme, but I don't see it.
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Just go Stitch, Big Hero 6, Wreck-It Ralph. No. Sugar Rush would be cool, though.
As Autopia, yeah.
Oh. Did we talk about that before? I feel like we might have talked about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of it more along the lines of... I don't know.
I don't know. Tomorrowland's hard.
I'm going to be happy with whatever they do. Just give me Stitch.
Can I request that Space Mountain just be left alone, please? Because I don't need an IP on Space Mountain. I don't need it. Can it just stay the way it is, please?
Yeah,
please?
I'd be fine with it staying the way it is. I think they're going to keep it that way. But I would be kind of excited if they went with what they're doing with Guardians, where it's a very different type of coaster with like the vehicles and like how they kind of turn. That'd be cool. But I feel like it's such a big ride that we couldn't get at Disneyland.
Yeah.
I feel like Space Mountain does need some love though, and kind of a little touch up. I think they can improve.
The last time I could think about it getting a touch up just like permanently, it was like when I got their music updated in like 2005. I never got to go on it with the old Dick Dale soundtrack, and I'm still pissed because that was a damn good soundtrack. Space Mountain has had 2 really killer music tracks throughout. It's like, go listen to the old one and then listen to the new one.
They're both
listen to
great.
the one that's on right now. They're both slap.
Yeah,
They both slap.
You know what though? If they're gonna close one ride in Disneyland first and Tomorrowland, I can see Buzz closing.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
I can see it as the easiest thing to start off with. Close Buzz. And I mean, if they want to, they could keep Space Mountain open the entire time if they're not gonna touch it. Deal with the rest of the half.
Hey man, if they can find a way to keep, it open, then.
Because if they're, because I feel like there's enough room by Space Mountain and Star Tours that you can just kind of separate that from Tomorrowland while they're doing construction and stuff. Like, you can still get to Space Mountain and Star Tours, but everything else is gone right now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if they're not gonna mess with Space Mountain, just leave it. Like, mess with everything else, but you just leave it open. Let people go on it. Why not?
Also, I'm gonna say, since there's nobody there right now realistically would be the perfect time to jumpstart on getting rid of that goddamn people mover track when there's nobody there. So I don't have to close off the entire land, you know?
What if we go back and it's gone?
That would be... I would cry. I would probably cry.
Thank you.
Say, oh my god, they heard what I said.
You know I forgot what's going on?
It's so beautiful. What?
Snow White.
Yeah, that ride exists.
And they're redoing it right now.
Oh.
They're adding like a whole new end scene. And
oh yeah, right. They're making it less scary, despite the fact that the ride is called Snow White's Scary Adventures.
Yeah.
Fucking
and that's
bullshit.
That's happening right now. And we still don't know what's going on with it other than end scene. I wonder if it's going to open with the park? Like, how far done were they with it? And are they just doing exterior work now on it?
I don't fucking know.
I saw his construction photos, though, of, like, Frontierland's entrance. All, like, wrecked right now. Like, they were in the process of repaving it or something. I don't know. Disney's up to something right now. Disney's in working mode.
Oh yeah. You're gonna go back to, or you're gonna see videos of people going back to the park and being like, okay.
Whoa, oh my god, it's all so different, even though it isn't.
This
like,
path
oh my
is
god,
2
look
feet
at the paths.
wider.
The paths are all new and shiny and shit. And I'm like, all right, calm the fuck down there, bro.
I feel like the day the park opens, people are gonna be crying in the park.
Literally.
I miss this place.
Only way you're getting me to bawl when I go back there is if that fucking people mover track is gone. I don't cry out in public unless I really need it.
And people mover is that one thing.
People mover is that one thing.
I gotta say though, if we're doing a timeline of construction, I think Splash Mountain, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland. I think that's how it's gonna go.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise will be between those, between Splash and Tomorrowland. Because it sounds like that was supposed to happen within the next year or so. But the movie got delayed till next year. So we don't know how it's going to do till next year. It looks good. I'm excited to see it. But it could be trash. Like Artemis Fowl.
Oh, God.
So, I don't know. You know what'd be cool, though, is the Haunted Mansion movie that they really want to make with, is it Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think if that movie comes out and does amazing, and they go, hey, Haunted Mansion, we're going to make you scary.
That would be
weird, right?
It would be weird, but honestly, I'd like to see it.
I don't know. I'm opposed to touching Haunted Mansion, but that's just me.
Yeah, I am too, but at the same time, my morbid curiosity would be like, what are they gonna do to it?
Can't disagree with that.
At the same time, I'm just like, but we already have a scary Haunted Mansion. It's in France. You just went fucking above and beyond with it. You're just like, all right, France, calm the hell down. Have you seen that shit?
I have.
That shit's legit.
Holy fuck, dude, calm down. I don't remember who did a video on the whole history about the backstory and everything, but it was nuts. It was probably defunct land, but holy shit.
Isn't it like the father or something?
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know what they could do. Like, how could you make Haunted Mansion scary when it's meant to be like this fun ride? But like, if they came out with like a Haunted Mansion movie that was somewhat more scary, like, would they up the ante in the house and make it a little more at some parts, and then the end's just fun?
Rico mode.
You know, I wouldn't mind though. I wouldn't mind the ride kind of getting an update in the animatronics a bit. But I mean, the ride's just so classic. I'd be fine. I love how it is today.
The only one that comes to mind is the Bride, which looks not amazing in my opinion.
The Bride looks like the Anna and Elsa attractions at the Anna and Elsa animatronics at Epcot. It looks like shit, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's the only one that comes to mind.
Meanwhile, literally right after that, we got the Hatbox Ghost, which is kick ass.
Yeah.
So they literally have no excuse.
The Hatbox is projection done right.
I know, it's so cool.
It's projection done right. And the Bride is projection done wrong. So again, that's my fear of Splash Mountain. Is do it right. Please do it right. I know you guys do great. Please just do it right. Please. That's all I ask. I don't know what else to talk about though. I think we've kind of hit a wall.
Yeah, so that means we've pretty much touched the base. We've touched all the bases that we wanted to touch. All right, cool. So, touch. Yeah, we, excuse me, Jeffrey Jellyfish. Wait, Jeffrey, don't go. I have to touch you. Just give me a second, really quick.
Touch.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me touch him because the security guard was running after me. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it for us, unless we have anything else. Oh, right. I just remembered. So a couple episodes ago, we were talking about Winnie the Pooh stories, and I had touched base on another story that I wanted to tell that I never got to tell because we just glossed right over it. So this story involves me and my family being in different parties on King Arthur's Carousel in Fantasyland. Don't ask me how it happened. All I know is that it happened. So basically, I guess they must have overcounted, and I'm just like, well, son of a bitch. Why do I keep getting left off of all of these rides? And I'm just like, all right, I'll wait back. I'll be in line. I'll do whatever. Like, I wait back in line. So best part was I got first dibs on a horse. So basically what I did was I was trying to act like I was bitter about the whole thing. I was trying to act like I was bitter for being separated from my group. So I got on my horse on the carousel, and I sat and I stared intently at the post, and I held on to it. And if you've seen my being a curmudgeon at Disneyland video, that look that I had on my face, I carried that the whole time I was on the carousel. Like, I was just sitting there staring at the post, looking like I hate my life. And I'm just like, I'm going around, and all of a sudden, the first thing I hear is not the music. I hear either my mother or my sister have a conniption fit because they are laughing like fucking idiots over there. They're laughing so hard. It was really difficult for me to keep the face the whole time, but I did. It's just like, oh my god, my face legitimately hurt after that, but they were laughing so hard, and they got everybody else around the carousel laughing too, which just made me feel really good. I'm just like, I made everybody's day with that, I like to think. So yeah, that's my carousel stories. And with that, I do believe we are done, unless anyone else has anything else to say.
No.
We good? Matt, you good?
We good.
We good. Okay, so thank you for listening to this episode. Yes, Perfect Podcast. It's been a while since we've been on a 3-man crew, isn't it? I feel like it's been a while since we've only had 3 people here. It's weird, but honestly, I kind of like it. So before we get into the plugging of the stuff, there's one main thing that I got to plug for somebody here who's not with us for the first time in a couple weeks. So, you want to support us directly, you should go buy some of our beautiful 1-year anniversary merch at teespring.com/stores/team8-bit. The link is in the episode notes or whatever the fuck it's called, and the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, please go buy us some stuff. Post a picture on Instagram and tag us, and we'll think about something to do with it. So I'm not sure whether that'll be reading names out at the end of episodes or doing some like shit. I don't fucking know, but still, we'll think about it. So now I guess we'll go down the line and we'll plug the stuffs. So who wants to go first? Somebody who's not me, please.
I guess it's a me. It's a me,
Mario!
a BlueJ.
Okay. Go.
Did you plug Team 8-bit?
Oh no! Yet? Also, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Team8_bit, and you can find us on YouTube at Team8bit. Subscribe, follow us, do all of the things that are necessary.
Do all the
buy the merch, please. Go ahead, Joey.
You can find me on all the platforms at BlueJ Gaming, BLUE, the letter J, Gaming. I don't post much gaming, but I am blue dabba dee dabba die.
Fucking, I was waiting for how long it was gonna be before I finally did that.
But I was supposed to post a video last week. I'm gonna say that. I was supposed to post a video last week. My computer's kind of gone to shit, so it's gonna be postponed for a bit. But videos are coming soon. Videos are coming soon.
I'm seriously looking forward to that video. Like, it's apparently not like anything else you've posted, if I'm correct. Which is like, what the hell could it be? It can't possibly be blind music reactions because I got the market cornered on that. Anyways, I guess I'll go next since I'm the one talking. All right, so y'all know me. It be Vinnie. So yeah, I got a lot of different socials under a lot of different names because I blame my indecisiveness on me being a Pisces. Anyway, get out a pen and paper, start writing shit down because I'm only going to do this one time. Anyways, you can find me on Twitch at True Random Dumbass, all one word, no caps. I haven't been streaming lately because I'm trying to remedy some issues that my Elgato's having with my desktop. No luck so far, but I'm currently in a dialogue with Elgato trying to get stuff fixed. It's gone nowhere. So yeah, expect the streams to start once I get that remedied. Follow me on Twitter at SRDOnYT for updates on that. Instagram also under the same title, but under the same handle. And on YouTube, you can find me at SRD, the letters S, R, and D, but it's going to take you a good amount of time to find me if you just use the search. So what I would do is I would go to Team 8-Bit's YouTube channel and just use the shortcut they have on the right. It just makes it so much quicker. So, yeah, Matt, do your thing.
And for me, you can find me on Twitter at 4DG_TV, pretty easy. And then YouTube at MixMatt, where I have new videos coming soon.
Woo!
All right, cool. So that's it from us this week. Yeah, that's about it. See you next week. Stay sexy and don't fuck it up, Disney.